हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू अवर इग्नो गैलेक्सी यूट्यूब चैनल। गाइस, अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हैं तो प्लीज़ लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ताकि इग्नो से रिलेटेड नए नए अपडेट्स हम आप तक ला पाएँ। गाइस, जैसा कि हमारा MMPC 005 का इम्पोर्टेंट क्लासेस चल रहा है, इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स का हमारा क्लासेस चल रहा है क्वांटिटेटिव एनालिसिस फॉर मैनेजरियल एप्लीकेशंस का। आज उसका पार्ट 6 है गाइस, दिस इज पार्ट 6 गाइस। इसमें हम देखेंगे आज पार्ट में हम मेजर ऑफ वेरिएशन एंड स्क्यूनेस, हमारा इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है। इस टॉपिक में से एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन बनते हैं गाइस, तो हम देखेंगे मेजर्स ऑफ वेरिएशन एंड स्क्यूनेस। तो लास्ट तक बनी रही है गाइस। और गाइस, हमारे वीडियोस जो भी है इम्पोर्टेंट ट्यूटोरियल के वीडियोस आ रहे हैं गाइस, इसको अधिक से अधिक आप लोग देखिए, इससे नॉलेज गेन कीजिए और कमेंट सेक्शन में क्वेश्चन करिए गाइस। ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन है, मैं हर एक टॉपिक को एकदम डिटेल में समझा रहा हूँ, तो आपका भी फर्ज बनता है कि आप उसको अच्छे से समझिए, लाइक करिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और अपने दोस्तों में भी शेयर कीजिए दोस्तों। ठीक है दोस्तों, हम अब आगे बढ़ते हैं, चलिए। Now the introduction part is that in the previous unit we have concerned the various measures that are used in the single representative of the given data। पहले सिंगल रिप्रेजेंटेशन था, हमारे जितने भी डाटा का था हमारा सिंगल रिप्रेजेंटेशन था। अभी जो डाटा है इसमें क्या है, सिंगल रिप्रेजेंटेशन नहीं है, क्योंकि बहुत सारा डाटा इसमें दिया रहता है ना। तो alone it cannot be adequately describe a set of data। Therefore in this unit we shall study about the more important characteristics of distribution। First we shall discuss the concept of the variation and later the concept of the skewness। तो मतलब इसमें पहले अब वेरिएशन को देखेंगे, फिर उसके बाद हम स्क्यूनेस में जाएंगे। तो ये तो इसमें मेरा पूरा पूरा जो है अपना प्रोपोगेंडा जो है, अपना जो पूरा एनालिसिस है, पूरा मतलब सब्जेक्ट का जो भी मेमोरेंडम है उसको हम लोग डिफाइन किए गए हैं। पहले कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेरिएशन, फिर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ द स्क्यूनेस में आएगा गाइस, ठीक है। फिर मेजर ऑफ वेरिएशन, डिस्पर्शन, डिस्क्राइब द स्प्रेड और स्कैटरिंग ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल वैल्यूज अराउंड द सेंट्रल वैल्यूज। टू इलस्ट्रेट द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेरिएशन वी कंसिडर द डाटा गिवन बिलो। तो एग्जांपल है, इसमें ये बोल रहा है कि हमारा मेजर ऑफ वेरिएशन क्या है, स्कैटरिंग ऑफ द वेरी वैल्यू, यानी कि पूरे वैल्यू का फैलाव रहता है, स्कैटरिंग रहता है। कोई एक सेंट्रल वैल्यू दे दिया रहता है, सेंट्रल वैल्यू के पूरे तरफ का वैल्यू क्या है, फैलाव, यानी कि एक वैल्यू के लेके उसका कोई एक बेस होगा, उसमें बहुत सारे वैल्यू उसका वेरिएशन आएगा। तो इस वेरिएशन का मेजरमेंट करते हैं हम, इसमें मेजरमेंट ऑफ द वेरिएशन चैप्टर में गाइस, ठीक है। अब इसका वो देखते हैं, टेबल देखिए गाइस। ये टेबल फॉर्म ए का डेली सेल्स है, फॉर्म बी का डेली सेल्स है और फॉर्म सी का डेली सेल्स है। देखिए इसमें अपना सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी वैल्यू वही चाहिए गाइस, इट इज दे आर मोर सिमिलर, बट देयर इज द वेरिएशन इन फॉर्म ए। फॉर्म ए इट हैविंग द ऑल द values are the same values and all the values are not differ। Here some variation is there, here the variation is very high। By the way, all the central tendency values are all the will calculate is that is all the values are same। Here we conclude the वही चीज गाइस यहाँ दिया हुआ है। Since the average sales for form A, B, C is the same, we are likely to conclude the distribution pattern of the sales is similar। It may be observed that form A daily sales are same irrespective of the day, whereas there is less amount of variation in the daily sales in the form B and greater amount of variation in the daily sale form C। तो greater amount of variation form C में है, कम amount में B में है और A में कोई वेरिएशन नहीं है। तो ये इसी चीज़ को सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी, therefore different data may have the same measure, सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी सेम है लेकिन डाटा डिफरेंट है, तो इसी चीज़ को हम वेरिएशन में गिनते हैं गाइस। दिस इज द टर्म विच वी सेड इन द वेरिएशन, तो इसी को हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं। तो यही चैप्टर इसमें पूरा बेस है गाइस, दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन दिस चैप्टर chapter only. So significance of measuring the variation. What is the significance here? Measuring the variability determine the reliability of an average, or pointing out as how far an average is representative of the entire data. Another purpose of measuring variability is to determine the nature and cost variation in order to control the variation itself. Measure of variation enable comparison of two or more distribution with regard to their variability. Measure variability is great importance to advance the statistical analysis. For example, sampling and statistical interference is essentially a problem in the measuring variability. तो ये गाइस इसका इम्पोर्टेंस है, इसमें क्या क्या अपना वेरिएबल का जो डिफरेंट नेचर के बारे में हमको बताया गया है गाइस. ठीक है गाइस, आगे बढ़ते हैं. अपना प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ ए गुड मेजर ऑफ वेरिएशन. हमारा मेजर ऑफ वेरिएशन को मेजर करने के लिए हमारा चार प्रकार का यहाँ पर प्रॉपर्टी दिया हुआ है जिससे हम वेरिएशन को मेजर कर सकते हैं. पहला है रेंज, दूसरा है एवरेज और मीन डिविएशन, तीसरा है क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन और सेमी इंटर क्वार्टाइल रेंज और स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन. ये चार प्रकार का गाइस, हम इसके बारे में पूरा हम लोग डिस्क्राइब करेंगे, डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे गाइस. तो ठीक है गाइस, पहला हमारा रेंज आता है गाइस. रेंज इज डिफाइंड एज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द हाईएस्ट न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू विच इज लार्जेस्ट एंड द लोएस्ट न्यूमेरिकल विच इज स्मॉलेस्ट वैल्यू इन द सेट ऑफ डाटा. इन द सिंबल it is denoted as r is equal to h minus l, where r is the range, h is the highest value, l is the lowest value. This is the definition for range guys. This is the definition for range. Highest value minus lowest value. The range is very easy to calculate and it gives us the some idea about the variability of the data. However, the range is the crude measure of variation. It is the two extreme values. Two extreme values का हम लोग इसमें क्या करते हैं, वेरिएशन निकालते हैं guys. The concept of range is extensively used in the statistical quality control. Range is also helpful in studying the variation in the prices of shares, debentures and other commodities that is very sensitive to price changes from one period to another. For meteorological department, the range is good indicator for weather forecast. This is the application for the range. ये हमारा डिबेंचर, शेयर्स है ना गाइस, जो फाइनेंशियल का टर्म है, ये सब चीज़ में यूज़ होता है. और अपना मेट्रोलॉजिकल जो अपना जो मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट होता है गाइस, मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट जो अपना मौसम विभाग होता है गाइस, है ना, पूरा अपना क्लाइमेट के बारे में बताते हैं कि आज पानी गिरेगा, वेदर कैसा रहेगा. तो डिपार्टमेंट में भी ये सब चीज़ फोरकास्टिंग में यूज़ होता है ये मेथड, है ना. फॉर ग्रुप डाटा द रेंज में बी अप्रोक्सीमेटेड एज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द अपर लिमिट ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट क्लास एंड लोअर लिमिट ऑफ द स्मॉलेस्ट क्लास. दिस इज द रेंज, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेंज. ये कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेंज का फॉर्मूला guys. We have to find, if we want to find the value of coefficient of range, this is the formula, and the relative measure corresponding to range called the coefficient of range. उसका जो relative measure होता है जो रेंज के correspond रहता है उसको coefficient of range कहते हैं guys, है ना. उसको इस फॉर्मूला में पुट करके हम फाइंड करते हैं गाइस. ठीक है गाइस, तो मैंने रेंज को पूरा अच्छा से एक्सप्लेन कर दिया गया है, मेरे द्वारा अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन कर दिया गया है. अब इसका हम कुछ एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं गाइस. आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में आपके जो MMCP का जो बुक है इग्नो के द्वारा प्रोवाइड किया गया है, उसका में से कोई मैं प्रॉब्लम लिया हूँ, उस प्रॉब्लम के हम सॉल्यूशन करेंगे और उसको फाइंड आउट करेंगे वैल्यूज़ गाइस. जैसे गाइस पहला वैल्यू अपना एक्टिविटीज़ आया, ये क्या है गाइस, देख के ही पता चल रहा है क्योंकि मैं इतना बार बता चुका हूँ, 4-5 क्लास हो चुके हैं हमारा. ये है इंडिविजुअल सीरीज ऐसा है गाइस. ओके, ये आपका इंडिविजुअल सीरीज का है. तो इंडिविजुअल सीरीज का क्वेश्चन है गाइस, फ्रॉम द प्राइस ऑफ शेयर्स ऑफ ए कंपनी फ्रॉम मंडे टू फ्राइडे. दिस इज द डे हियर, मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, फ्राइडे. दिस इज द वीक एंड वीक ऑफ द डेज, एंड दिस इज प्राइस 670, 678, 750, 705, 720. corresponding is to that value is given. We have to calculate the value of range and interpret the value. इसका वैल्यू क्या आएगा, इसमें हमको रेंज फाइंड करना है. तो रेंज का हम फॉर्मूला देखे थे गाइस. व्हाट इज रेंज? रेंज इज इक्वल टू द highest value minus smallest value. This is the formula for range. Now substitute this value. What is the higher value here? इसमें देखिए higher value क्या दिख रहा है आपको range में? Highest value, this is the highest value 750. 750 is the highest value minus what is the smallest value here? The smallest value is, guys, this is 670. 670 is the smallest value. Now subtract this one. What you get? 70 plus 30, 700, and 750. 50 and 30, 80. 80 is the difference. This is the range, guys. This is the range. Our range is 80 and this is the answer. देखिए गाइस, इसमें कुछ हमको ज़्यादा नहीं करना पड़ा, डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला सब्स्टिट्यूट किए, हमारा वैल्यू आ गया. अब नेक्स्ट हम देखेंगे. अब गाइस व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज द सीरीज ऑफ कंटिन्यूस सीरीज. हमको देखते ही पता चल जाना चाहिए कि सीरीज कौन सा है. दिस इज कंटिन्यूस सीरीज. ओके गाइस, कंटिन्यूस का सीरीज का इसमें कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेंज फाइंड करने के लिए बोल रहा है. ये अपना देखिए एक्स है जिसने डाटा वैल्यूज दिया है इंटरवल के फॉर्म में. नंबर ऑफ डेज यहाँ एड ऑन पूरा कितना मतलब डेज है पूरा एड ऑन फ्रीक्वेंसी किए गए हैं, है ना. पूरा फ्रीक्वेंसी दिया गया 12, 18, 20, है ना, 19, 13, 8, ये सब दिया गया है. हमको तो ये सब पूरा डाटा फाइंड नहीं करना, हमको बस कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेंज चाहिए. व्हाट इज द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ रेंज? coefficient of range. The formula for coefficient of range is highest minus value minus smallest values upon highest plus smallest value. This is the coefficient of range. Now substitute this one in formula. Okay, what is the here we not see is the frequency value, because frequency value is the add of all the data values. It is the how many counting of the all the data values. So you have to not consider this frequency value. You have to consider the interval value. From the interval value of that set of the data values, we have to consider the value which is the highest and which is the smallest. From the given data, you see that which is the highest value. See here the highest value is 90. Okay, smallest value, see the smallest value is 30. Okay, 90 minus 30, and here highest value is 90 and smallest value is 30. Now find the value 90 minus 30. What is 90 minus 30? 19 minus 30 is 60. 90 plus 30 is 120. 60 minus 60, 62 ja 120. 1 by 2 is 0.5. Okay, this is the coefficient of range. Okay, this is the coefficient of range which is 0.5, and this is our answer. Okay guys, I hope you got all the concepts of the range. You get all the knowledge of the range because I explain very clearly all the data and all the examples. Okay, I'm getting that. I hope that you are getting very rigidly all the concepts, guys. By listening to this concept, please make the note of all these concepts and the formula in your notebook, so that when the time of revising, you should not get mug up. Okay, you should not get mug up, and you can get the clear exact value of the formulas, how to calculate it, guys. Okay guys, now we move to the next concept. अपना नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट है क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन. व्हाट इज क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन, गाइस? क्वार्टाइल concepts I have discussed earlier. Those who have not seen the concept of quartile, those who have not know about the quartile, decile and percentile, I have explained earlier. Okay, go through the in the part 5, go through that video and watch that video. I explained in very precisely in a very deep manner. Okay guys, what is quartile deviation? Is known as the semi interquartile range. It is computed to taking the average is the difference of the third quartile and the first quartile, है ना, lowermost quartile and the uppermost quartile. In the symbol it is, this is the deviation formula. Okay guys, this is the deviation formula, quartile deviation, q3 minus q1 by 2, where q1 is the first quartile, q3 is the third quartile. Okay guys, this is the this is the formula for that. Now next, The relative measure corresponding to the relative measure which is corresponding to the quartile deviation is known as the coefficient of quartile deviation. Coefficient of quartile deviation is in the formula. The quartile deviation is superior to the range. It not based on the two extreme value, but rather it is the middle 50% observation. It is not in the superior value, but it is the ranging in the extreme values rather in the middle of 50% observation. Another advantage of quartile deviation is only measure of variability which can be open end distribution, guys. The disadvantage of quartile deviation, it ignores the first and last 25% observation. And last 25 observation, it ignoring that value, so it is the disadvantage of this deviation. Okay guys, this is the merits, and this is the demerits. So this is the explanation of the quartile deviation. Now guys, next we see that this is the question which is taken from your IGNOU book. This is important question here. It is in the form of continuous series guys. Continuous series. This is the example part. This is the homework part of your given activity part. Here we see that here is the number of units. A survey of the domestic consumption of electricity gave the following distribution of unit consumed, and compute the quartile deviation and its coefficient. We have to compute the quartile deviation and coefficient, guys. Okay guys, this is the number of units. We take it as x because it is a set of values, and number of consumers because we have taken out the count of the set of value. This is called as the frequency. Okay guys, this is your question. Now we'll solve the question, guys. Okay guys, so let's start. This is suppose you have to solve like this. X means set of value which is also known as the number of units. This is number of units. Now frequency, which is termed as the number of consumers. Number of consumer. Okay guys, so let's start the solving the question. What is x? That is below. First is below 200. Okay, then 200 to 400. This is in the continuous series, guys. 200 to 400, 400 to 600, and next is 600 to 800, 800 to 1000, 1000 to 1200, 1200 say 1400, and next 1400 and above. This is the value corresponding to that. The frequency value is given. Corresponding that frequency value given, that is 9, 18, 27, 32, 45, 38, 20 and 11. Okay, and that in the continuous series and discrete series, the main important part is the cumulative frequency. We have to find the cumulative frequency, because in the continuous and discrete series it is mandatory to find. It is the add-on of all the frequency, cumulative frequency. So what is our cumulative frequency? That is 9 and 9 and 18, 27, 27 and 27, that is 54, 54 and 32, that is 86, 86 and 45, that is 131, 131 plus 38, that is 169, 169 plus 20, that is 189, 189 plus 11, that is 200. Now our agenda is there n, which is number of frequency, that is the summation of f. Summation of f. What is the summation of f? If you count this frequency, you will get the summation of f is equal to 200. Okay guys, now we move to the further solution of this procedure. Now we further pursue to the next procedure of the steps. Okay guys, this is the first step. You have to, like this, you have to draw in your answer sheet. Now we have to find the quartile deviation. Okay guys, quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. So what is the quartile deviation guys? Quartile deviation. Quartile deviation is nothing but guys, it is the difference of quartile 3 and quartile 1 by 2, and coefficient of quartile deviation is quartile 3 minus quartile 1 by quartile 3 plus quartile 1. This is the formula for that guys. This is the formula. Okay guys, now we will solve the question guys. For that we have to find the quartile 3, quartile 1 value, quartile 3, quartile 1. Now in yesterday class I have told you in the in continuous series how we find the quartile value. Those who have not watched, my request is that guys, please watch the previous session of part 5, in which quartile I have explained about the continuous series pattern of how to find the quartile. Okay guys, now I am directly moving to the how to find quartile guys. For explanation, please move the previous session guys. Okay, now I am describing directly by formula, that is how quartile 1 है ना. Quartile 1 formula is size of n by 4. This is the continuous series n by 4 item. Then we got the n value, that is n value is 200 guys. 200 by 4, what do you get? 50th item guys. 15th item. In 50th item we see that 50th item is lies in the this one. Okay guys, in this one it lies in this one guys. So this one it one lies here. So we should do that. We should move forward. 50th item it lies in the this column guys, this row, that is the in the cumulative frequency 54. Okay guys, and lowest interval is 400 and frequency is 27, and previous of the cumulative frequency is 27. Now we have to put here in 50th item. Okay, now you should write like this: 50th item lies in cumulative frequency 54 in the interval of 400 to 600. Here the lower interval is 400. 400, and guys, lower interval is 400, and CF dax, which is previous frequency. Okay guys, that is previous frequency. What is 27? Okay, previous frequency is 27 guys. 27, and your frequency, previous cumulative frequency is 27 and frequency is 27. And I, what is I? I is the class interval of the given data. Class interval is guys 200. Okay, now substitute in the formula. Then quartile 1 is L plus quartile 1 minus CF dax upon frequency into I. Now substitute it. What is L? What is the value of L guys? Here L value is 400. Quartile 1, what is you got? The quartile 1 is, that is 50 minus CF dax, that is 27, and frequency is 27 to interval is 200. By solving this, you get the value is 570.370. This is the value for quartile 1, guys. Okay, this is the value for quartile 1. Now you have to find the value of quartile 3. Okay, guys. Now you will find the value for quartile 3. Now we have to find the value for quartile 3, guys. Again we write same size of, here suffix is 3n by quartile means 4, 3n by 4th item. Now substitute the value 3 into 200 by 4, 4 5 is 20, that is 150th item. 150th item lies in cumulative frequency. किस में आएगा? 150, it lies in the here, this one, in the cumulative frequency 169, and here is the lowest interval. This is the frequency, and previous frequency is the 131. One lies in cumulative frequency 169 in interval of lies in the interval 1000 to 1200. Okay, guys. Now what is the L value? L value is the 1000, and CF previous one, cumulative frequency, previous data, cumulative frequency previous data is 131, and frequency is 38. Okay, guys. Now quartile 3 is equal to L plus quartile 3 minus CF dash upon frequency into class interval I. What is L, guys? L is 1000, and what is quartile 3? क्वार्टाइल 3 क्या है गाइस? अपना क्वार्टाइल 3 है 150. उसके बाद CF dash, what is our cumulative frequency? Previous one, that is 131 upon frequency. What is frequency? That is 38 into interval. What is the interval, guys? 200 का difference है 200. Now find this value. You will get that value 1100. Quartile 3 is 1100. ये हो गया. Quartile 3 is 1100. Now, guys, what you have to do? Now the time for substitution of the data. Okay, guys. Now what is quartile deviation? Quartile deviation is what? Quartile deviation, you find that formula is that quartile deviation Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Now substitute in the value in the formula. 1100 minus 570.370 upon 2, that is 264.815. This is the quartile deviation. This is the quartile deviation answer. This is our answer. Okay, guys. Now coefficient of quartile deviation, the Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1. 1100 minus 570.370 upon 1100 plus 570.370. Answer is 0.31707. Okay, guys, this is the coefficient of quartile deviation. This is the answer, guys. Okay, guys, I have explained you very clearly each and every concept of this one. Okay, guys, I have explained very deeply, guys. I have explained the quartile deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation, how to find. Okay, guys, so these are all the values. This is our question. This is the solution of that. and I had solved the problem of the your question which is given in your book. Okay guys, so thank you guys. I hope you like this session. If you like this session, please like and subscribe our channel. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I hope you like this session. If you like this session, please like and subscribe our channel. For any IGNOU related updates, for handwritten assignments and solve PDF, you can contact to our WhatsApp, or you can simply send the message to this number. Our IGNOU team member, our team IGNOU Galaxy team member directly reach to you guys. Guys, some topics are left. Some mean deviation and standard deviation. The continuation of the topic I will bring in the next video session, so please connect to our video session. The next topic will come, and I will cover all the topic of this MMPC 005. So please stay tuned of this channel, and please like and subscribe this channel. Okay guys, thank you guys. Jai Hind.